Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Tuesday, July 27th, for Tano TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, Payson Police made a very significant bust recently. Yesterday, they issued a press release stating that last Thursday morning, shortly before 3 a.m., officers attempted to make a traffic stop on, of all things, a moped at Green Valley Park. Well, police say the subject initially fled on the moped, and golly, we wish we had some video of that to share with you. But nonetheless, then the subject dumped the moped in the area of West Cherry Street and South Oak. Now, the driver then attempted to flee on foot, but was taken down by Payson police officers after resisting arrest. And it's a good thing that they did, too, because and did so safely, as the subject was in possession of 2 handguns, methamphetamine, and a large amount of cash. Well, the story just gets more interesting from there. The subject reportedly never provided his true identity, but was identified by law enforcement as 43-year-old Robert Pearsall of Prescott. Payson PD says the U.S. Marshal's Office has been attempting to locate Pearsall since 2019, when he failed to appear for a sentencing after being convicted of attempted murder over in Yavapai County. Now, police say he'll be extradited back to Yavapai County to face sentencing finally, but now he also faces 11 new felony charges out of the Payson Police Department. Great job, Payson PD. Great job indeed. Well, in other news, we've been reporting for days about flooding concerns, especially along roadways. Now, the remains of a 4-year-old Macy Reed, who was swept away by floodwaters last week, was found yesterday morning in a river bottom between the towns of Pima and Eden in the eastern part of Arizona. Well, all that while search and rescue continue for 16-year-old Faith Moore, who was swept away during Storm Saturday over in Cottonwood. And just when you think people would start to realize the risks just aren't worth taking, well, an 8-year-old boy, his father, and another man were saved from rushing floodwaters after their vehicle overturned in Sycamore Creek on Sunday. Now, Martin Lopez's friends and family had just arrived at Sycamore Creek, just northwest of State Route 87 and the Bush Highway intersection in the Tonto National Forest here, when they saw a Ford Explorer floating down the flash flood water. Well, video captured by Zahid Mendez shows the vehicle coming to a stop next to where the group was unloading their motorcycles, but seconds later it flipped over on its left side. That's when things got really dire. Eventually, the 3 emerged from the vehicle only to sit on top for a short time before the vehicle rolled again, and then they were all 3 in the water. Although potentially tragic, all 3 were able to be rescued from the water. It all just brings to mind, it just isn't worth it. It really, turn around, don't drown. Well, and finally today, now that the monsoons have returned, and quite frankly with a vengeance in some cases, National Forest Service officials say it's important to avoid wet trails. They say, as tempting as it may be to head out into the hills right after a storm, the hard work that our trail stewards and volunteers do to maintain the Arizona Trail can be destroyed when people hike and ride on muddy trails. Now, the damage that feet, tires, and hooves do to saturated trails lasts much longer than the memories of a fun day out. And they say really it typically only takes a day of warm weather for the soil to really dry out. So they just ask, please be a good steward of the Arizona Trail. And out here in Tonto Basin today, the ground is quite dry where we're at. Well, and on a side note, if you are wondering about the t-shirt today, well, this is just to remind me to tell you to tune in to Rock and Revival and Rock and Revival Radio, that is, every Sunday from noon until 3 on KRIM 96.3 FM. And don't forget, around the world at krimfm.com. You can experience a new type of Christian music show, Rock and Revival Radio. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, scattered afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms are expected through Tuesday with near average temperatures. Monsoonal moisture increases once again by Wednesday, resulting in widespread storm coverage across northern Arizona. Now, we have a full report on what you can expect for the next 7 days coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News. Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake's started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hello, this is Brian Bowman. We have Payson Tire Pros and Automotive, and one of the best things about having a business in town is the local community. We found Terlucas and Brandt to do our taxes. Amy's been a critical component for our business to be successful. We are very thankful for them and their professionalism. So if you're looking to have somebody do your taxes and you want to find somebody good that's willing to work with you, Amy is awesome. Terlucas and Brandt is who we suggest. Well, taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast, scattered thunderstorm activity will continue this afternoon across mainly the higher terrain. Due to the saturated nature of the soils, flash flooding will continue to be a concern for areas where these storms do set up. Now, monsoon moisture looks to increase Wednesday with scattered storms initiating over higher terrain before moving down into the lower elevations, typical monsoon activity. But by Thursday, though, the weekend storms look to become more widespread as moisture continues to increase. Hazards associated with this, of course, include flash flooding, similar to what was seen last week, and the potential for some severe storms. Now, to start out next work week, the current thinking is a return to the more typical monsoon pattern, again with storms in the afternoon over the higher elevations and then moving to the low-lying areas later in the day. Well, meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today, they should be looking something like this. Here in Payson today, we only have a 20% chance for showers and thunderstorms. That's after 11 o'clock this morning. It will be mostly sunny with a high near 88 degrees. Chances for more storms increases as the week goes on. By Thursday, we're looking at 80% chances for storms in Payson. So some of these flooding concerns just really aren't going away anytime soon. Now, tonight in Payson, it'll be partly cloudy with the low dropping down to around 65. Our neighbors up on top of the rim today, well, they only have a 30% chance for showers. They go up to a 90% chance by Thursday. So again, a little lull in the action basically today. Atop the rim, our neighbors up there will have highs in the upper 70s and lows there tonight should drop down into the mid to upper 50s. Well, down here in the deserts of Tonto Basin, where I'm coming to you from today, that flood warning is still in effect through 8 p.m. this evening. Did see one person make it across the creek this morning, but they were getting washed sideways, so it's just not a smart idea to go there right now. It'll be a steamy one down here in the basin today. It already is, with higher humidity levels and a high temperature of 100 degrees expected. No direct rain on the forecast for the basin today, but more runoff will be coming our way today down Tonto Creek. Now, after the sun goes down tonight, here in the basin, we should be dropping down to a low around 77 degrees. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Tuesday. Stay safe.